Welcome to the 2025 Purple Star Award Ceremony. I'm Mr. Lattimore. I'm the State Military Consultant, and I'll be your MC for today. Now, why are we here this morning? It's fitting to display one of State Superintendent Green's main priorities, celebrate the good in public education. Today marks our third in-person Purple Star ceremony, and it's here to celebrate the good our schools are doing to recognize, honor, and support our military-connected students. Studies show that programs like the Purple Star Initiative, military-connected students are academically successful. We are elated you are here and able to attend this morning with us and celebrate us in person. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ceremony. At this time, please stand for the posting of the colors by Harnett Central High School's Army JROTC Color Guard, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of the National Anthem by Hope County High School Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel McDougal, Senior Army Instructor for Harnett County JROTC, and Ms. Turner, Director of Hope County High School. Wasn't that all right? Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you. I would like to thank each of you for your time today for attending today's ceremony and to help celebrate the work our superintendents, directors, principals, school staff, and teachers are doing to celebrate our military-connected students. As displayed on the slideshow at the beginning, we're doing some great things in North Carolina Public Schools. Thank you, State Superintendent Green and DPI members, for your support today. Brigadier General Morrison and your staff for allowing us to use this space today and with the coordination. Thank you, installation commanders, for your attention today, for your attendance today. Board of Education members, charter school leaders, members of the North Carolina Military Affairs Commission, Commissioner Soka, and members of the Council of Military and State Children's Compact, Secretary Millett, and members of the Department of Veteran Affairs, the soldiers from the Raleigh Recruiting Battalion, and any other elected officials with us today I didn't call out. Is there any other elected officials with us today that I did not name just now? Any members of the General Assembly here today? All right. And the backbone, I also like to thank the backbone of the Purple Star Initiative, our installation school liaison and district military liaison counselor. Will you stand to be recognized? The school liaison officers and the military liaison counselors. Thank you. And last but not least, we have a few students with us today, and this is why we do what we do. Of course, they serve just like the service members serve. So our students, please stand. Let's give a round of applause for our students here today. Stand, students, stand, students. You're a student. You're a student. All right. To give our opening ceremony and our opening remarks, let's give a warm welcome for our State Superintendent of Public Instruction, State Superintendent Mo Green.
Well, good morning. Certainly my honor and privilege to be with y'all this morning. Thank you so much for being here today. It is truly an honor to speak with you as we recognize the incredible work being done across our state to support military-connected students and their families. North Carolina has long held a proud tradition of military service. In fact, with over 90,000 active duty members, we rank 4th in the nation for active military personnel. From our active duty members to our National Guard, reserves, and veterans, military families are woven into the very fabric of our communities. And for many of these families, our public schools are their first and most constant connection when they arrive in a new place. I'd like to ask all of you to join me on a short trip back in time to the very first year of the Purple Star Award. Just 5 years ago, the Department of Public Instruction proudly recognized 130 schools across 10 school districts and 4 charter schools with the Purple Star designation. Fast forward to today, and the number has more than tripled. This year, I'm proud to say that 453 schools, representing 31 school districts and 12 charter schools, are being honored as Purple Star awardees. That kind of growth in such a short time is remarkable, but it's not just about the numbers. It's also about what those numbers represent. They show us more and more schools understand that supporting a student doesn't stop at the classroom door. They understand that setting up students for success means supporting the whole student academically, emotionally, and socially. And for military-connected students, that support can make all the difference. These are students who may face frequent school moves, long parental deployments, or simply the stress that can come with having a family member in uniform. When a school takes the time to acknowledge these challenges, to prepare staff, and to create a culture that understands military life, it sends a powerful message. It says, we see you. We're here for you. You belong. And that message doesn't just support the student, it supports their entire family. When parents know that their child's school understands what military life entails, it's not just about checking a box, but really embracing those students and their experiences. That brings reassurance. It lowers stress. It fosters trust. And it helps parents stay engaged in their child's education. Ensuring that every North Carolina public school student has the appropriate support is paramount to achieving academic excellence for our schools. And today, we celebrate hundreds of schools that are doing just that. So then, to each and every school leader, district leader, teacher, counselor, staff member who has played a role in earning this designation, we thank you. Your commitment to our students, their families, and our communities does not go unnoticed. You are making a lasting difference. And then finally, congratulations to all of this year's Purple Star schools. Thank you and be blessed.
Thank you, Superintendent Green, for our opening remarks and your time today. The North Carolina Purple Star designation commenced in the 2019-2020 academic school year. Superintendent Green went over a lot of that, so I'm gonna skip past a lot of that stuff there. But this is once again, this is our third in-person ceremony. The first two was held at the Friday Institute on North Carolina State campus. But thanks to you, that place will no longer hold us. Everything has grown, and now we're in this beautiful facility here. And was that okay? The shelter was okay? And isn't this a beautiful facility? I think. Okay. All right. All right. Schools earning the designation for the first time will receive a banner with the 2025 sticker on it. All recertifying schools will receive the 2025 number on their pre-existing banner. Though it's a state-based award, districts and all schools receive a designation are awarded and recognized as a Purple Star district. They will receive the state superintendent's trophy for being a military-friendly district. After the district receives the trophy for 6 consecutive years, they are awarded a legacy plaque, which one district and 2 charter schools will receive today for the first time. Districts with at least one or more of their schools, but not all, will receive a certificate of appreciation. Charter schools will also receive a certificate of appreciation. However, once the charter schools have been awarded 5 years, they will receive a legacy trophy also, and then the legacy plaque with their 6 years. Lastly, one of the major incentives for the Purple Star designation is it will go on their school report card. Many parents, just like you and I, when we move to a new school district, we're looking and researching and seeing what kind of school and what kind of school district we're moving to, and if there's Purple Star school and a Purple Star district. The next slide displays the increase of school Superintendent Green was talking about. So you can see that from 2019-2020 to 24-25, this year 59 new schools will be awarded, 59 new schools. That means 59 other schools are doing what we ask to support and recognize military-connected students and aware of the Military Interstate Children Compact Commission. So that's a great thing for all our schools. One more time, give them a round of applause for 59 schools. Once again, we know that not only the service members serve, but the students serve also. So this morning, we're going to hear from 3 students from Harnett County High School, Harnett Central High School, and share their story as far as their military connection experience. So the first student, come on up, please.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Samuel Wilson, and I am currently in 10th grade at Harnett Central High School. I have a military connection which influences my background and experiences as a student. My family has a strong military background, my brother currently in the United States Air Force, deployed in Europe. My grandmother served as a major in the Army Nurse Corps, and my grandfather served as a captain in the Army Corps of Engineers and was a West Point graduate. My military connection is through my father, Eric Shove, who served 8 years active duty Army as an 11 Bravo 2nd Infantry Dragon Gunner. He maintains his military connection as a small arms artillery repairman at Fort Bragg, where he has worked for the past 19 years. I was born in Raleigh and moved with my family to Fuquay to be closer to Fort Bragg, reducing my father's commute time. I have attended 2 elementary, 1 middle, and 1 high school. Although my father is no longer on active duty, his ongoing civilian role within the Army continues to have a significant impact on our family's decisions. The transition to Fuquay was quite challenging for me, as I had to leave my best friend behind, and I have not seen him since. Additionally, the move has placed me further away from my grandparents. The most significant challenge I faced as a military-connected student is the lack of information regarding access to support services and awareness benefits, such as scholarship opportunities. Harnett Central's emphasis on the Purple Star initiative, combined with the county and school military connect websites, provide essential and valuable information. However, I believe that a key improvement for success would be to place a greater emphasis on military connected students who do not have active duty parents, particularly in terms of raising awareness. Although I relocated due to military obligations during elementary school, the transition from one school to another was relatively seamless as I was able to maintain my friend groups. When North Carolina schools launched the Purple Star initiatives, we were contending with the challenges of COVID-19. While I first learned about the Purple Star program in middle school, it wasn't until ninth grade that I gained a deeper understanding of it. The JROTC program at our school coordinates a variety of events throughout the year, all of which are open to military-connected students. These events offer valuable opportunities for engagement and participation in community activities. Additionally, I'm excited about the upcoming Purple Star Club, which aims to bring together students with military connections. During a school Purple Star briefing I attended in March, I was pleasantly surprised to see so many other military-connected students. Thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Tyler Crawford. I'm a military-connected student. My father, Randall Crawford, proudly serves in the North Carolina National Guard as an 11 Bravo, the military occupational specialty code for infantrymen, the backbone of the ground forces. He's assigned to the 120th Infantry Regiment, which is organized under the 30th Heavy Brigade Combat Team and conducts monthly training in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I was born in Fort Myers, Florida, but my primary residence is in North Carolina, where my family has been establishing roots. Because my father is assigned to the North Carolina National Guard, we have not moved frequently. Thankfully, I have had the opportunity to attend elementary, middle, and high school, all within Harnett County. I participate in several extracurricular activities. I enjoy video gaming for its immersive worlds and challenges. Running helps me stay fit and clear my mind. I'm also proud to be a part of the ROTC drill team, which emphasizes teamwork and discipline in our performances. A significant challenge National Guard military-connected students face is understanding military benefits and how they relate to the military lifestyles. This issue is mainly important because children of the active duty service members often live in military communities, which can influence their perception of these benefits. Fortunately, Harnett County School District and dedicated military-connected students resources at Harnett Central High School have played a crucial role in addressing this challenge. These resources, combined with classroom instructions, have helped elevate this concern. An uncomplicated challenge is my transition from school to school, which has been seamless as I remain within the same district from elementary to high school. This continuity has allowed me to grow up alongside the same friends. Moreover, as a civilian soldier, my father has volunteered to support various school activities, including training our JROTC drill team. One challenge I anticipate is my father is likely going to be deployed in the coming months. Upon reviewing the school district's website dedicated to connecting students, I've discovered that students are permitted to take absences related to deployment to spend time with their military parents both before and after deployment. I've looked forward to utilizing these provisions should my father need to be deployed. Harnett Central High School has committed to supporting military-connected students. In March, Ms. Courtney Osborne, the Military Transaction Coordinator, and Lieutenant Colonel McDougall, the liaison for military-connected students, held a Purple Star briefing in the school auditorium, inviting all military-connected students to attend. Colonel McDougall discussed available resources, upcoming events, and potential for establishing a military-connected students club. This school administration and staff are supportive and empathetic to military families and unique challenges. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have the great rest of your day.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Wyatt Simcox. I will be presenting the narrative of Everett Lewis IV. I'm Everett Lewis IV, a military-connected student. My father, Master Sergeant Everett Lewis III, recently retired from the U.S. Army on May 1st, 2025, after 25 years of dedicated service. Throughout my life, I have experienced frequent relocations due to military assignments and have faced the unique challenges that come with being a military student. I was born in Killeen, Texas, while my father was stationed at Fort Hood. Because of my father's extensive military career, our family moved frequently, which significantly shaped my experiences as a military-connected student. The majority of my upbringing took place in Delaware and Kansas. Throughout my educational journey, I have attended multiple schools, including 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. Most recently, in April 2025, I transferred from E.E. Smith High School in Fayetteville to Harnett Central High in Angier, due to my father's completion of his active military service. My educational experiences encompass both military installation schools and public schools. Notably, the military schools offered outreach programs for students and families during deployments, which are similar to the Purple Star initiatives referenced by the high school liaison and counselor. Due to multiple school relocations, I have experienced social isolation and difficulties in integrating with peer groups. This was particularly challenging during my elementary years, and I still find it hard to make friends and trust others. However, the school counselors provided valuable support to help me navigate these challenges. The transition from middle school in Junction City, Kansas, to middle school in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, was uncomplicated because all of the students at Fort Bragg were military connected and dealing with the same academic and social challenges, as well as having a geographical single parent due to overseas deployments. In my opinion, social isolation due to constant relocations is the biggest challenge facing military-connected children. Not being able to make friends deeply decreases self-esteem. Additionally, another significant hurdle is keeping up with academic performance. The education systems vary greatly from state to state, and even within states, following different curriculum tracks. Fortunately, Harnett County schools support grade waiver and credit flexibility for military-connected students, and our school counselor is exploring my options. Ironically, the relocations provide a major benefit in that I got to experience living in different states, which would not have been possible without the military. I think the Purple Star Initiative has created an environment that better focuses the school to address military-connected students' concerns. I have only been at Harnett Central High School for 1 month, with 1 week being spring break, and have received the military-connected student brief and guidance on how to use resources identified on the county and school website. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, cadets, for your story. The next item on the agenda is the introduction of the guest speaker, and we'll bring up Cadet Reese now, Harley Reese, to introduce our guest speaker for today. Harley.
Good morning, everyone. I am Cadet Reese Horley from Harnett Central High School. Today, I will be reading a brief biography about Brigadier General Charles W. Morris. Brigadier General Morris, with over 30 years of military service, currently serves as Assistant General, Maneuver, North Carolina National Guard, with a dual hat assignment as the Mobilization Deputy Commanding General at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Brigadier General Morris is a career infantry officer who has commanded units from platoon through brigade combat team. He serves as the Executive Officer, 1st Battalion, 120th Infantry in Operation Iraq Freedom. In his full-time capacity, he serves as the Director of Joint Staff, and his most recent assignment including North Carolina Army National Guard, Chief of Staff, Commander, 30th Armed Brigade Combat Team, Old Hickory, Deputy Director, Operations, Mobileness and Readiness, Headquarters, Department of the Army at the Pentagon, and Deputy Commanding General. Army National Guard at the U.S. Army Combined Arms National Center at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Brigadier General Morris is a graduate of the U.S. Army War College and holds a master's degree from American Military University, in American Civil War Studies. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Brigadier General Wes Morris.
Well, thank you very much. And I don't know if the Sergeant Major put that in surprise there, but it was a wonderful surprise to hear the child of one of our National Guardsmen, especially one with the 120th Infantry, which was the formative unit of most of my career as an infantry officer. So my thanks to the cadet for sharing, all the cadets for sharing their experiences. Excuse me, Superintendent Green and Secretary Millett, other distinguished guests, it's a real distinct honor for me to address the Purple Star Awards ceremony. As a proud husband of a Wayne County school teacher and father of 3 students at Wayne School of Technical Arts, which is on Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and I think is a great example of state and federal partnership. I get to see firsthand how those of you in this room support our military families in the nation's most friendly military state. Just last month, my kids and wife got to participate in their school's Purple Up Week. I relish the opportunity for them to showcase their Army connection right on Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. My wife has a shirt that says, "I love my soldier," and she wears that with pride when she's allowed to with the dress code as teachers. But I like to remind my Air Force friends in Goldsboro that the Air Force was originally the Army Air Corps. So. You all have chosen a career in education that is not only vital to our military children's future, but also the future of our republic. George Washington once said, "A primary object of our efforts should be the education of our youth in the science of government." He also said, "Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness." And Ben Franklin told a citizen that was hanging out outside the Constitutional Convention, when asked the question, "What have you given us, Mr. Franklin?" He said, "We have a republic if you can keep it." And public education is the foundation of that republic. As educators, your job is critical to this American experiment and its continuation. As a husband of a public high school history and civics teacher, I've witnessed firsthand the long hours, both planning and grading, that she puts into her work. Unsolicited feedback from students and parents alike is not always helpful. I have also observed the lack of proper compensation and the acknowledgement of all of you that what you do to put in to assist in our students' achievement. It is the same selfless service that is demonstrated by the military families that you serve and connect with through your programs on a daily basis. It has generational impact. So let me say thank you to each and every one of you for what you do every day. You're creating a new generation who is serving our state and nation in some very rewarding ways. During our North Carolina National Guard's Hurricane Helene response, I had the honor to command the almost 4,000 National Guard and active duty soldiers and airmen that conducted those relief operations in western North Carolina. Many of these young soldiers and airmen were graduates of North Carolina public high schools. The Guardsmen left college, jobs, family, and friends. Some of them were parents of your students to serve out west, and some of them volunteered to serve for over 58 days straight. They delivered over 21,000 tons of relief supplies and rescued over 800 of our fellow citizens. One group of those soldiers lived in a classroom for almost 2 weeks at Mountain Heritage High School in Yancey County. They left a note for the teacher. And granted, none of these soldiers was above the rank of E4, which, to give you a sense of that, they were all below the age of 22. This is addressed to the teacher that it was the classroom that they were living in. Thank you, Ms. Anders, for allowing, and I get choked up reading this because so proud of our soldiers. Thank you, Ms. Anders, for allowing I Company 230th Brigade Support Battalion to utilize your classroom as our living quarters. We sanitized, swept, mopped, took trash, and put desks, chairs back to the best of our ability. You're in our thoughts and prayers. Yancey Strong. I share that with all of you because those young soldiers were inspired by educators, administrators, counselors, whatever role you have in our public school system. I salute you and thank you for your efforts to connect our military kids and families with the community, state, and nation in which they serve. It's extremely important, and I know this is the father of 3 military kids, but especially of our Reserve and National Guard, and you heard a little bit of this from our National Guard child that shared his experience today. To be able to connect with others, I think that's the most important thing, when they have shared experiences of things like a deployed parent. My own kids have been able to connect with active duty Air Force kids in their own school because of prolonged absences. They have the same experiences, whether it's Reserve, active duty, or National Guard. The Purple Star programs across our North Carolina schools allow that connection to happen. And finally, in wrapping up, let me say thank you to you. I get thanked for my service all the time, but let me thank you for your service of what you do as educators to ensure that this 250-year-old experiment continues well into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brigadier General Morrison, for your service and your time today with us. At this time, I'll turn it over to Ms. Angela LeMay, and we'll start our award ceremony of the reason why we're here today. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Angela LeMay, Assistant Director in the Office of Career and Technical Education within the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. As a military spouse of 34 years and a proud parent of 3 children who navigated the challenges of moving in and out of North Carolina schools, I understand firsthand the importance of schools that truly embrace and support military families. I'm honored to announce the 2025 Purple Star Award recipients. At this time, we will begin our award recognitions with our Charter School Awards. When I call your school, please approach the stage and stand to the left of Superintendent Green to accept your award and pause for a picture. The first award is presented to North Carolina Cyber Academy. Thank you. The Academy of Moore County. The Academy of Moore County is eligible for the Legacy Trophy next year. Next, we have the Math and Science Academy of Apex. This is their first year receiving the designation. And next, we have the North Carolina Leadership Charter Academy. This is the first year they're receiving this designation. Also as a first-year award recipient, Noosh Charter Academy. Our next school, Pine Springs Preparatory Academy. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy will be eligible for the Legacy Trophy next year. Ascend Leadership Academy. Our next school is Wayne Preparatory Academy. Wayne STEM Academy. This is Wayne STEM Academy's first year receiving the Purple Star designation. The next school is receiving the Legacy Trophy for receiving the Purple Star designation 5 consecutive years. Let's give a round of applause for Northeast Academy for Aerospace and Advanced Technologies. The next two charter schools are receiving the Legacy Plaque for receiving the designation 6 consecutive years. The first school is Alpha Academy. Next, we have Anderson Creek Academy. Let's give an overall round of applause for all our participating charter schools. The next awards are for the school districts with 1 or more schools receiving the Purple Star designation. The first award is presented to Alamance Burlington Schools. Alamance Burlington Schools have 1 out of 38 schools receiving this designation, and they are receiving the designation for the first time for Edwin M. Holt Elementary. Our next school is Beaufort County Schools. Beaufort County Schools has one school out of 14 that is receiving the designation, and they are receiving this designation for the first time for S.W. Snowden Elementary. Camden County Schools. Camden County Schools has 2 out of 5 schools receiving this designation, with both receiving the designation for the first time for Camden Intermediate and Gandy Primary. Catawba County Schools. Catawba County Schools has 10 out of 25 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 4 receiving the designation for the first time. Our next school is Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools has 1 out of 186 schools receiving the designation for Rocky River High School. Our next school is Durham Public Schools. Durham Public Schools has 1 out of 57 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, and they are receiving the designation for the first time. And that school is Southern School of Energy and Sustainability. Our next school is Guilford County Schools. Guilford County Schools has 15 out of 124 schools receiving the award, with 12 receiving the designation for the first time. This is an increase of 11 schools from last year. Let's give them a round of applause. Johnston County Public Schools. Johnston County Public Schools has 17 out of 48 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 2 schools receiving the designation for the first time. Lee County Schools. Lee County Schools has 10 out of 16 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 9 receiving the designation for the first time. Our next school is Lexington City Schools. Lexington City Schools has 1 out of their 7 schools receiving this designation, and they are receiving the designation for the first time for Southwest Elementary Global Academy. Next, we have Lincoln County Schools. Lincoln County Schools has 6 out of 23 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with one receiving the designation for the first time. Go ahead, next one. New Hanover County Schools. New Hanover County Schools has 12 out of 42 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 11 receiving this designation for the first time. This is a tremendous increase of 11 schools. Next, we have Richmond County Schools. Richmond County Schools has 5 out of 15 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 2 receiving this award for the first time. Our next awardee is Sampson County Schools. Sampson County Schools has 3 out of the 18 schools receiving the Purple Star designation, with 1 receiving the designation for the first time. Union County Schools. Union County Public Schools. My apologies. Union County Public Schools has 1 out of 52 schools receiving the designation, and they are receiving this award for the first time for Weddington High School.
After Wake County Schools, can you do Wayne Prep? They just showed up late.
Was that? They wanted to go back and after Wake, I'll do Wayne Preparatory. Our last school is Wayne County Schools. Wayne County Schools has 21 out of 199 schools receiving this designation, with the 6 receiving this award for the first time. And we're going to go back to Wayne Preparatory Academy for our charter school award. No one from Wake's here. No one from Wake is here. Wake County Schools. Wake County Schools has 21 out of 199 schools receiving this designation, with 6 receiving the designation for the first time. My apologies for that little mix-up, but let's give a big round of applause for our 16 participating LEAs. The next set of awards are for school districts with all of their schools receiving the Purple Star designation and therefore recognized as a military-friendly district and will receive the superintendent's trophy. The first award is presented to Carteret County Public Schools. Carteret County Schools is eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year. Our next school is Craven County Schools. This next school is near and dear to my heart. This is where I started my teaching journey, Cumberland County Schools. Cumberland County Schools is eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year. Next up is Currituck County Schools. Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools has 4 schools to receive the designation last year. This year, they have all 12 of their schools receiving the Purple Star designation. Hoke County Schools. Jones County Schools. Moore County Schools. Moore County Schools is eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year. Our next school is also eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year, and that is Pender County Schools. Our next award recipients is Onslow County Schools. Let's give a round of applause for Polk County Schools. Scotland County Schools. Next, we have Wayne County Public Schools. Wayne County Public Schools is eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year. Next, we have Whiteville City Schools. Whiteville City Schools is also eligible for the Legacy Plaque next year. And last but not least, the only district receiving the legacy plaque this year for receiving this designation for 6 consecutive years. Please join me in giving a great round of applause to Harnett County Schools. We would like to thank Superintendent Dr. Aaron Fleming, who is now the Superintendent of Alamance Burlington School System, and Dr. Jermaine White, Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services, for their leadership and support of the Purple Star designation. So please join me in giving a great round of applause to all 14 Purple Star military-friendly LEAs and the Legacy District. We also have 3 special certificates of appreciation to present. Brigadier General Morrison, thank you very much for being willing to be our guest speaker today. We are grateful for your time, and as a small token of appreciation and on behalf of the Department of Public Instruction, we present you with a certificate of appreciation. Thank you. And Mr. Mike Pisano. Mr. Pisano is the JFHQ Complex Facility Coordinator and responsible for us being able to celebrate at this venue today. Thank you very much for your work with the logistics, ensuring we host a great ceremony. As a small token of appreciation and on behalf of the Department of Public Instruction, we present you with a certificate of appreciation. The next certificate of appreciation will be a complete surprise to this installation commander. He has been a great supporter of the Purple Star Initiative and very active with the schools within his vicinity. He has attended each of our in-person ceremonies and is willing to stand in the gap as an emergency guest speaker. At this time, we recognize and show appreciation to Colonel Brendan Cletus Burks. Thank you very much. Thank you to Superintendent Green and Brigadier General Morrison for assisting us with the awards. We also thank all of you for participating in the NCDPI Purple Star Initiative. As shared at the start of the ceremony, we wanted to celebrate the good in public education. Because of you, our North Carolina military-connected families are in a great place. Thank you to Ms. Darby for your great photography work, and also to all the DPI staff that volunteered to support the ceremony. Will you please stand to be recognized? We also want to give a special thank you to Staff Sergeant Rhoda Bush and Sergeant Hatcher for their excellent audio and visual support. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Mr. Howard Lattimore, who pulls all this together each and every year. Today, we celebrate a remarkable achievement as numerous schools, districts, and charters receive the prestigious Purple Star designations. This honor is a testament to the dedication and commitment of the school community in supporting our military-connected students and their families. To our educators, staff, and district leadership, your efforts in creating an inclusive, welcoming environment for military-connected students is deeply appreciated. The work you do has a lasting impact, not just on these students, but on the entire military community. As we conclude this ceremony, let this Purple Star be more than a symbol. It is a promise that the schools, districts, and charters will continue to stand beside our military students and their families, offering the support, understanding, and opportunities they deserve. Thank you for being part of this special celebration, and congratulations again to all our award recipients on this well-earned recognition. I hope to see you all back next year. This time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Howard Lattimore. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. LeMay. I know you thought you was in a graduation ceremony and everything, but I think that was appropriate for us to move it that way. And I'd like to thank our ushers and everything and everyone else who supported from DPI. I appreciate it. And I want you to know it's not a Lattimore show. They say behind a good man, there's a good woman. Well, I had two great women to help me today, and I'd like to recognize them and thank you for their appreciation. First of all, Dr. Erica Schroeder-Royster, right here. Jay. And Miss Angela LeMay. All right, another few things. Just want to thank everyone once again for attending today's ceremony. And after we conclude the ceremony, if you are a Legacy School DPI employee, please, and VIPs, please stay in place for other instructions. Everyone else, you could take pictures out there, and please pick up your banners. If you need to pick up your banners coming in, there's a table once you go out on the left, pick up your banners on the way out, and you can take pictures out there with Ms. Darby. And I'll be out there to take pictures with you too. But everyone else, just stay in place and everything at the conclusion of this. At this time, please stand for retrieval of the colors. You may be seated. Once again, Legacy Schools, DPI employees, VIPs, school liaison officers, and military liaison counselors, please stand fast. This concludes the 2025 Purple Star Award ceremony. Please be safe on your travels and hope to see you next year. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much.